Good evening, everyone, and welcome tonight to the second update that I've had today. The first one was by accident, and that's why I was 90 seconds late pushing the start tonight, because Professor Gerdes, we were working on his channel, and I was sending my stream to his channel right now, so I stopped that, fixed it. We're just having a lot of fun around here. So today is not a fun day, not a really good day. And tonight you're going to get to hear commentary on different topics. If you were around earlier, you heard Professor Gerdes and myself chatting, and we really were just going to test something, because tomorrow night when we raffle the Ukrainian battle flag, or the flag from the front, we're going to co-stream it on Professor Gerdes' channel as well. Tonight, patch of the day, 67th. How about the 67th? That'll be a good one. 67th. Oh, yeah. I like that one. So tonight, if you were here earlier, you heard Professor Gerdes, and then Johnny hopped in, and we were talking about what's happening in Ukraine, the massive strikes, the continued assault, the lack of supply from the United States and others, and just not the best day. I talked to my buddy who has the apartment where I live there in our home city in Khmelnytsky, and they were putting the air conditioner in my room for when I get back and it's hot. And he says, man, let me tell you how it's serious. Nobody calls me Greg in Ukraine. It's Grisha, Gritsko, Maladoy Chelovik, young man. It's Dyadya Grisha. That's really my nickname, meaning Uncle Greg. And today Sasha said, Greg. And he doesn't speak English. He said, Greg, ya perezhivаю. Greg, I'm worried. It's getting critical, folks. So we'll get Zhenya's comments on that. Lots of things to share with you for the next hour on this update. And at the end, I will share with you guys about the flag raffle tomorrow night. I'm going to get Zhenya in here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting, caring, liking, all of those things. Guys, we are at 9.99 on the subscribers. A goal that we were hoping for by June, to be honest, mid-year, because it's a huge jump. If you're here and you're watching tonight, please feel sorry for me and go subscribe. And I promise you we'll share the truth about Ukraine, and you'll hear stuff here you'll never hear or see anywhere else. We're that close to 10,000. I need to say, as we get started tonight, thank you to the mods. Thank you to all those that are donating. Tomorrow night, tonight, due to the update that is so important with Zhenya, I'm going to share something. We're going to get his comment. I'm not going to give you the update on the map, although more nations got colored in today. Thank you very much. Additionally, at the end of the stream last night, Niles gave a $500 donation. My mods were sending me messages, and it was like, Greg, but I had already ended the stream. So Niles with 500 for the snatches, thank you. And then Mina, we were talking about you last night with Taiwan with the $1,000 donation towards the snatches. Additionally, received some very nice things in the mail. KO, we have your donation. And Lynn, KO is California somewhere. We have your donation, and you guys send beautiful cards. Thank you. And Lynn A received your donation for the snatches. Guys, we'll give you an update on the snatches. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll give another update, and then probably another one through the weekend. Received 4 nets to use as camouflage, professional stuff, and a beautiful handwritten letter here This comes from Doug H. So, Doug, guys, all the stuff you're sending, it's coming. So, thank you for that. We will talk about the raffle at the end, and that will be tomorrow night on Flag Friday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Camila Matson, thank you for that. Super chat. Let me push that. I call up for help from Sweden with the griping to Ukraine. I think it's finally moving. Yes, I hope so. KG, Greg, can you have the raffle open during the week? I need to answer that one right now. The answer is yes to that, but you guys are so generous and so faithful and so good. If somebody buys a raffle ticket prior to tomorrow night, starting from now, via Buy Me a Coffee or our PayPal, I will check it, put those in. My wife will be helping me tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, we're going to stream 2 hours from 5 p.m. Eastern until 7 p.m. Eastern. Dr. Gerdes should be able to jump in. Maybe Johnny can jump in. Maybe Rick can jump in. Maybe Dick Dawson can jump in. We're going to do a 2-hour stream with the intent on raffling the flag, sharing the update, and enjoying each other's company on Friday night. So, guys, let's get going. A lot to cover tonight, and we really need to get started. We're going to get Zhenya's responses and see what he says. So I should be right there. Welcome.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Nice, nice hair.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice flag. What is that a flag of behind you?
It's Marines. How some of our guys staying in Krinky, they're fighting there. So some in other places.
Gotcha. And
it's not a secret.
No.
The secret things I don't share.
And you see my 67 here.
Yeah.
On the patch of the day. That's a special one. All right. We're going to get right to it, guys, and not waste time, because this is my second stream today and a lot of work to do in preparation for tomorrow night. So, Zhenya, here's what we're going to do. I've got like 13 or 14 slides. I'm going to show you one or two, then get your commentary on it. You ready?
I'm ready to start from one good news.
Okay. Start with the good news. No, never.
So, our volunteers on Berezhnegovata-Nikolaev region, they were requesting all our society to buy a big and very good, I would say, mobile garage. It's a tent, really good quality. And so today I got answer, update. They got it. It was a whole big story. We couldn't buy it in Ukraine. And
keep talking. I'm
okay. Okay. So we bought it in Poland. It was transferred. It was delivered specially by one young woman. She drove it to Khmelnytsky just for that project. Then we shipped it from Khmelnytsky to Berezhnegovata, that area, to Nikolaev, and it's already in the process, and they already sent the first big thanks. Soon coming a video and the pictures, but it's already there. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. This is,
and those guys are fixing the military cars.
Yes.
Vehicles.
You guys will see it. Anyway, it's a weatherproof tent and like a portable garage that all of us together
and all
have purchased.
Season.
All season.
4 season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll get some video on that. So thank you guys. We start with that Good news. And Niles, yes, Faroe Islands will be colored in, and you will see it tomorrow night on the stream as well. Many others of you donated over the last 24 hours and said, color this country in, color that country in. My aunt lives there, da 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 da. I've got them all. Tomorrow night, you will see all of the map and the updated places. All right, here we go. Overnight, large-scale attack, 18 out of 42 missiles destroyed, and 39 out of 40 shaheeds were destroyed. Wait. This was the basic flight patterns. Really big strikes in different places in the country, targeting energy infrastructure. And even out in Lviv area, they were targeting gas storages. And it was a combination attack. This is where there were explosions. It doesn't mean there were direct hits. There were explosions, deflections, explosions. So you can see Rivne, Lviv, Chernovtsi, Khmelnytsky region, Kyiv, Cherkasy, Odessa, Mykolaiv, Kherson, Zaporizhia, Dnipro, Kharkiv, and then Sumy was not in last night's attack. It was hit a few hours ago with a glide bomb at energy infrastructure. So your major hits were Lviv, were Kyiv. In fact, I can show you Kyiv here. Take a peek. That is the power plant outside of Kyiv. Is a tremendous powerhouse, was a tremendous powerhouse. Sumy, direct hit on infrastructure, Kharkiv, Zaporizhia, and Odessa. So my question for you is, Zhenya, what's going on? No air defense or what?
Altogether. And no missiles for air defense, not enough air defense units, and no missiles for air defense. And this stuff is rusting in other places, not in use.
You're
and
okay.
will not be in use.
Listen, you were okay to tell the truth tonight and be emotional if you need to. Dr. Gerdes was as emotional as I've ever seen this afternoon when we went live. He was actually angry. He actually called MTG, who is a member of the MAGA cult, a camera whore. I know you may not understand that, and I was like, woo, Dr. Gerdes, you conservative, right-wing, church-going, God-fearing man, you just used the word whore? He goes, I'm mad. And the reality is we're critically low on air defense. Bart, thank you for the coffee. We're critically low on air defense.
Yeah, it's all together. One more time, it's all together. Yeah, they're not enough. I mean, the ammo, not enough missiles, not fulfilled promises. We're creating, let's say, not like that, not we. Let's say the whole world creating a picture, and this is at this moment. Maybe you disagree with me. It's okay. Creating a picture of very smart, or the smartest country, Russia, or the smartest leader in the world, one of the smartest leader in the world, Putin, because he proves he proves that he has a control over much more authorities, politics, and the countries, and the leaders, and the presidents than the world sees, and the facts proves it. and all pro-democratic, most free countries are together with all the promises to Ukrainians and other countries are losing and going to the chaos which Putin wants for the world to put in.
Okay, I'm going to ask 2 questions because I'm watching the chat. I also have mods pushing Q questions for me. Thank you, Paul. Did you just say that Putin is not stupid? You're Ukrainian.
Putin is evil.
Fair enough.
And if he would, if all the Russia and all the commanders and their army would be stupid, Ukraine wouldn't be in that situation where we are at.
Okay.
With all the, let's say, with all the promised support and the real support and not real support, reality showing that this some strategy of Putin works much better than on all the promises of, let's say, main leaders of the world, at least the pretendings. Sorry.
Dunk on you 23. My super chats are getting censored just like my comments. Doesn't matter. Slava Ukraini. Dunk on you 23 just for you.
Slava Ukraini.
That didn't get censored, and that's from Dunk on You 23. Zhenya, second question, and be honest. I'll ask for me, and I'll ask in proxy for European nations. Are Ukrainians getting upset with Americans and Europeans? And don't even answer for Europeans. You can. I'm an American, so I can ask for my country. What's the attitude? I'm seeing that question in the chat.
We're losing together. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Because yes, the physically, in reality, our population is dying. Our people are dying, but they are fighting, not losing. The Ukrainians are not promising to fight. We are fighting. We are not promising to protect democracy and fight for our freedom. We are fighting, and we are fighting having much less country, much less support, much less and weak economy, and with behind of us with so many promises and so big potential of support, which stays in most of cases potential. So we are fighting. I'm not ashamed for my country. I'm not ashamed for our army, for our soldiers, and for all people who are here and who do everything for Ukraine would stand. Not just for Ukrainians, because the fact is we fighting and yes, we already got the victories, because at this moment we never signed any peaceful, let's say, agreements. We didn't go to any compromise, let's say. We didn't give out any square meter of Ukrainian land. Didn't agree on any of these offers. We're fighting for 100%. And yes, a lot of countries are ready to share the not own land. They are so easy discussing how they would share Ukrainian lands, how they would give the part and how big percentage of that land to Russia, sacrifices, because it's if we would say, okay, this guy, this man, he's leader, he's ready to sacrifice one state of United States or one region of Germany. No,
Of course
it
not.
doesn't work. Yeah, but for Ukraine is
Yeah.
easy, and the world are not, and even their own political parties say, "Hey, come on, stop on that. How can you do it? You're talking about other nation and their land, and you
Mm-hmm.
said I would influence the way to give it away." So I'm not ashamed for Ukraine. I'm not ashamed for everyone who stands, and we fight, and we will be fighting. And if we will lose, if we can say we do our 100%, I will do my 100%. And if I lose in that, having some partners, opportunities, and possibilities to help me, and they will not help. Okay, the history will judge them and their kids, their own homes and the families. One day will start to see.
Thank you. I have nothing to add to it, guys. You're hearing directly from Ukraine tonight. Forced evacuation of families with children's announced from 47 frontline villages and towns, districts close to the border with the Russian Federation. This is the Kharkiv region.
Yeah. And this is not because these people, Ukraine doesn't care. This is because Ukraine does care, but our sky still not protected. No one country being bold at least to protect civilians, let's say. No, it's too risky or what. And we are out of like the things we need. We're fighting and we need to save people,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why it's happening. So it's painful to see, but not shameful to see for me.
So the massive strikes overnight, the I consider horrible words coming from Lloyd Austin, coming from the Assistant Secretary of Defense. This morning, I was up very early, and my son gets ready for school. Adam gets ready for school, and my wife and he watch the news. That's their routine. And when I'm in Ukraine, they like watching because if they hear something crazy about Ukraine, they call me immediately and ask, "Are you okay?" Da 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 da. This morning, after the missile strikes and serious hits, guys, serious. Um, do you know what was on the news in the U.S. in regard to Ukraine, Zhenya?
No, I have no idea. Never checked.
I'm gonna play it for you right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm trying to play it. I really am. Nothing.
I was thinking that you will play something like how much money the second Duna made or something like that.
Well, if I played the dinero, it would be.
Okay.
I'm feeling like Dick Dawson now. It is. It's tragic. I'm sorry. Let's go here. That's what we had, at least on the platforms we were watching this morning. Silence.
Hey, somebody just posted that we reached 10K subscribers.
We did?
Okay, could you check it?
Wait a second.
It's important.
We made it. All right, so guys, right there. I'll let you see the back end. It's there, right there.
Okay.
We made it.
Hey, thank you.
Man, that makes you want to go,
Welcome to Ukraine.
oh yeah, man. I have my toys for when I go on Dickie Dawson's stream. Thank you guys. We made it for whoever jumped in tonight. So let me tell you, Zhenya and I driving around dropping aid, and we set a goal. Can we get to 7,000? Can we get to 8,000? Can we get to 9,000? And really, we thought 10,000 by the time I return to Ukraine, but we've already hit it. So thank you. The more we do this, the more truth we get to share. Now, I want to share with you this and play a video, Zhenya. I saw it in the chat just now. This is from Julian. I do not know how to pronounce that. Ropsky, German journalist, very supportive of Ukraine, covers a lot of the EU activity, and very accurate. He put Zelensky's tweet, which says, overnight, Russia fired more than 40 missiles, about 40 drones at Ukraine. I thank, this is Zelensky talking, everyone engaged in recovery efforts after the attack, as well as to every warrior of our air defense system who was on guard last night. Some missiles and Shahed drones were successfully shot down. Unfortunately, only a part of them. Russian terrorists have once again targeted critical infrastructure. There was another heinous missile attack on Kharkiv in the Kharkiv region. They also targeted objects in Kyiv, Zaporizhia, Lviv, and the Odessa region. Julian Ropsky, he writes, as I said weeks ago, and this is what you said, and almost no one believed me, Ukraine ran out of Patriots and IRST missiles. Also, most other stocks of air defense means are depleted or destroyed. This while we have hundreds of systems and thousands of missiles in our depots. No words, just anger. Pause. Gonna play this video. The journalist talking, not Julian, different, talking at the EU Council meeting.
Much, Mr. President. I have, in fact, a point of order to ask you to change the agenda of today, because today I have to tell you I'm that sick of what is happening in Ukraine. That sick, why? Because as you have all seen the last 20 days, there are these numerous attacks by the Russians on the ordinary cities of Ukraine, hospitals, power installations, apartment blocks. And what I find scandal is that Europe, who is opening the door for Ukraine, and the European Council is not even capable in such an urgency to decide to send a number of anti-missile systems to Ukraine. There are in total, Mr. President, Mr. Borrell told us that 100 of these Patriot systems in Europe. And they ask 7 to protect their cities. And we Europeans, we invite them to come to the European Union, but are not capable to do so. And my proposal to you, Mr. President, is that we in any way, all these discharges of all these institutions, 55 in total, that we put them on the next agenda in Strasbourg. And before we don't discharge them until the Council, who can easily make an agreement on that, do a meeting to deliver these 7 Patriot systems to Ukraine. At least the discharge of the Council, at least I propose that the discharge of the Council is withdrawn off the agenda. Thank you very much.
So pretty spot on. Now, I'm not sure about the numbers. I've seen it. Well, there's not 100 Patriots in Europe. It's regardless. It doesn't matter if there's 50. Okay. I do know, I'm pretty sure contractually, if nations give Patriots to Ukraine, they have to be resupplied with Patriots due to protocol. But irregardless, there's plenty of systems, and this guy was very accurate. What are your thoughts when you see his talk, his rant?
Some people can read the situation and understand it and evaluate it right away. all the danger, potential danger, not just for Ukraine. Plus, it's not a TV show. It's a every day. Kids are growing up in this. My kids are growing up. They are dreaming, and it wasn't me, coming from the school or the preschool, and shares what they are talking with each other, their age, how they hate what Russia does, and why they're answering why the big world cannot help Ukraine. And I think if they would knew about Kuwait with a population of 4 millions and 34 countries found a reason to help 4 million countries with no, fear.
You're
And
going back.
now,
You're going back to the Iraqi war, right?
yeah,
Okay.
1991.
Mm-hmm.
And why the world cannot do anything, not even close. They afraid of doing any, serious decision, and trying to protect not 4 million but 40 million population. And probably there is a reasons why. And it's a good questions to the all the political parties
You
and
see
the
that?
money.
You see that?
Yes, and yes, and Ukraine, the annexed territory, occupied territory, has the potential of nickel and the other very potential, let's say, values, and which makes the all the free world, let's say, blind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is no 40 million people. Yo, there is no. 40 million is the population of Russia because the money. And I believe there will be leaders who will, turn it the way, and point it the proper way. And one leader will have a chance to be a Winston Churchill, and
Okay.
to be
Pause.
okay.
No, I want you to answer this question.
Okay.
As soon as it comes through, because this is important. But I'm going to give you that question in just a second. I'm not lost. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here.
About the question, somebody did a
Yeah.
question.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go there, but then I need to say thank you to all the donations and the super chats and get those stated and then finish out the content. That's what we're gonna do. So, there is a gentleman in the United States that we are trying to help get a place to serve in Ukraine. Okay? We have
Okay.
communicated many, many times, and I am trying to locate a place for him, but you need to speak to this. It is not easy. Most people coming over to volunteer in Ukraine do not last more than a week or two due to the language barrier, unless they join the International Legion and go. As far as coming, unfortunately, Ukraine doesn't have that infrastructure in place. So it's not easy. And like, I know this guy's legit. We've talked. I know
Okay.
where he's from. No, let me read it. I'm from US with 12 years in law enforcement. I work on heavy machinery and work on electronics. I just want a contact person. Flying from the US is expensive. I'd like to bring the best tools. This guy's legit. I've talked to him many times. But to find a place, residence, where to serve, no language barrier. It's a challenge.
Okay.
And
When we go about,
1 second.
okay, sorry.
There are hundreds of Keiths and Anns and Judys and Franks that want to do this. But everybody I've seen come gets frustrated because they can't communicate. They can't get to the front. They can't even find a place in Lviv to serve. And it's a failure on Ukraine's part, my opinion. They should have a volunteer infrastructure set up to help fight this war, but they don't. So we are looking. So please give comment as a Ukrainian.
Oh, okay, I will split it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When it goes about the vehicles repair, electronic vehicles repair, evacuation of this vehicle transportation, like by from the front line to more safe region and fix it, it's a crazy huge need. And it's not a problem if there is a professionals to start it and some money to start it from the beginning. This project, would be great and very needed today, because I will be towing, let's say, with vehicle which is not really good for that. I will be towing on the next couple days, I believe, the other vehicle. And today I was checking the other options and said, Zhenya, there is a month for there is a line for that on the weeks. Transporting broken vehicle, military vehicle, to the more safe place, finding the money for that, for repair, for the parts, finding the mechanics who are still available to repair and not being drafted. It's and yes, it's this one project. This it's possible. Like there is questions must be answered, but when it goes at common situation of international volunteers, yes, there is not easy question. One of our country, all the officials do it, keeping protecting all the foreigner volunteers from the front lines, because not because of they trust, but some foreigner volunteers, some foreigner journalists, media guys did so bad things to Ukrainian military and civilians by doing wrong things, by misunderstanding situation, what can share, what they cannot, and how to cooperate with local, that in a lot of situation they better to say not allowing at all foreigner, they to letting that person come close. So on it some distance, a lot of options, but we don't have this infrastructure.
We don't.
We don't have this system.
For
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm not sending anybody, for example, down to work to Oleg as a mechanic and get killed tomorrow. Not doing it.
Yes, no
Bombs
possible.
drop
Not
on
possible.
it nonstop. Number two,
communication
it's
is one of the important things.
No offense, Miro. No offense. I love your raccoon. It's easy to go to Ukraine. Yes, it is. Buy a camper.
Yes.
Wait. Buy a camper.
Yeah.
And use language translator on your phone. Where are you going, though? Guys, what you're missing is no trust, no work. Not happening. Number two, For my volunteer documents today, Zhenya has been working with our lawyer and city government for a week to do it officially. Without official now into the war, you're not getting anywhere. I'm sorry. We're trying to find places. It's not easy. Canty, I appreciate your comment, dude. You are a stud. $535, and I came to Ukraine. You did. And it's so thankful for that. You're a big help to Rick and the Rollers, and I enjoyed meeting you. But brother, be honest, it's a challenge with the language barrier. You were in Kyiv, or maybe still are. Try to get to Dnipro. Try to get to Pavlograd and find a place to serve. It's
a question of not even okay. It's possible to reach some places, okay, and the person can get to some place, but what for? The question, like this should be not a short run. It should be effective using that. And yes, I'm happy to have thousands of foreigners, but with the mission, look what you see, share the world, what is going on, but don't die.
correct. Greg, Canty is such an inspiration. 100% agree. A stud. Anybody that goes there, I'm so happy. But there's a responsibility factor. That's why we're trying to find a location and an organization for you guys to serve that are messaging me and emailing me. We really are looking, but it's really not easy. And if I made a contact for you to get there and you got killed, you think I'd be emotional when we lose some cranky guys? It's a challenge.
And yes,
I'm sorry. I absolutely didn't mean for the stream to go this way, but I respect Keith. We've communicated for months, and I want him to get there. I just don't know where to send him, and I'm trying to make contacts, and I don't know what to do. We're doing our very best, guys.
Okay, during this week, I've got 3 requests on different foreigners where to contact them to, and I started to share. To ask people, and yes, I see some comment. Ukrainians need to learn English. Yes, and no question that.
No.
But let me finish.
Okay.
At this moment, we are on the war. Our guys will not put everything aside. We are on that way, but it should not be a burden. Sorry, it should not be a burden. If the person comes on even the repair place, he comes and says, "Hey, I have this problem," or "Please help me with that." And he will not be looking for the dictionary, sorry, it just like, with all the respect, and maybe some, I don't know, really, I don't think it's a person is coming, and okay, I would add it, sorry for that, but there is a practical things, buying, for example, some supply, going there and back. Having someone to translate not only the language, but the whole concept, because it's a other world. I don't want to go that way, because its stream is not about that.
No. For example, let me cut to the chase. Rick the Ukrainian.
Yes.
I really like where this stream went. Gives a great perspective on the matter. It does. It's not easy. And Canty, man, you guys are rolling now. Let me see if I can catch Canty's. And Paul, thank you for all you're doing. There's Canty. Greg, I'm learning Ukrainian for 16 months. I get by, but I also only helping on civilian side, not joining military or doing direct support. Exactly. You're making my point there. The other thing Zhenya is referring to, okay, you're there, you're working to repair this soldier's vehicle. Wonderful. In fact, Zhenya, maybe we need to investigate auto repair center in Khmelnytsky and build a team and vet people. I want people to be able to help. We could find them lodging and
Yeah,
maybe. Okay? That's the only idea
let's
I have.
get fine. Okay,
Let
I
me
would
finish.
be happy
Let me finish.
to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
For example, you're repairing vehicles, all right? And you need this certain piece of automotive equipment that is specialized and it's front right wheel bearing for a 2006 American Dodge truck. You're not going down to Pep Boys. You're not going down to the auto department's store. There's nowhere to find one. Maybe some guys got one in Dnipro. Now, you've got to find a way to get that auto part from Dnipro to you. Maybe the auto part is in Vilnius. We're telling you the truth, guys. In Vilnius. You say, oh my gosh, how am I to repair this truck? I don't even have a part to repair it with. Guys, our Navara right now will be in the shop for at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks being repaired. Hopefully it helps. And we don't need to get stuck there, but whatever you want to finish on that. Maybe we can develop something. Why not?
Okay, like for Navara, it's just the body. It's because it was a little bit old. The roads we're using, the engine is okay, transmission parts is okay, gearbox is okay, electronic even is okay, but the body and the frame cannot do. I mean, not surviving. I watched it yesterday. Maybe I will share some pictures later. It's okay with Navarre, but yes, there is a practical, no problem. The working process. There is small things, and you need to communicate. Even the whole company can be, the whole service can be work English only, but some people will be helping with the supplying the parts. No problem. But yes, it will need. But yes, it's.
Zhenya,
But still,
I know.
without communication, it's.
I hope people are, even if you disagree with us right now, at least trust our experience. Trust the Ukrainian man right there. And like Keith, I trust Keith. I know where Keith's from. We have similar backgrounds. I know who this guy is. I've never met him personally. I trust him. We've talked a lot. I met many people online who gave up trying to get there. Ukraine could add thousands of people to the military assistance. I see both sides, though. You don't need a language barrier when things get hot. That's it. That's it. But with that said, like Rick's got a guy, we've got guys, maybe. Okay? Guys, nobody wants to help Ukraine more than we do. I promise you. Our proof's in the pudding. But like,
Slava Ukraini!
if I sent and told Zhenya to go, thank you, Paul. Are you trying to get my attention? Okay, raffle ticket. If I sent Zhenya right now and said, go rent an apartment for 4 people and put a 3-month lease on it, just please hear me, guys, and initiate the lease May 1 through July 31. Do you understand? we then are responsible for people we don't personally know coming there who said, I'm coming. And I can't tell you how many times the Ukrainian organizations that have asked for help and people said, I'm coming, they never show up. Or number two, they come and give up because they can't communicate. Or number three, the first air alarm and missile that flies over their head, they get on a train and get out of the country scared to death. These are the realities, but I'm not opposed to taking a chance if we could build a mechanic team or do something. I'm not opposed to trying, but it would have to be some guarantees in it, man.
I think we can discuss it maybe other time.
Yeah.
Yes, there is, and it's Ukraine has own limitations, and having any like okay supplying, uh, repairing a vehicle, it's easy to register something private business, run it. Still will be question of everything this, but it's okay. I would say it is possible, but with advice. I mean, with communication of people who doing it. And I'm to be honest, during the week I couldn't find the answer for 3 person foreigners, and it's not about. It's not about I don't want. No, I really want.
Me too.
But the question, I cannot send them without me there because I don't know what to expect. They can go and find a mine because they have some I don't know bulletproof vest, whatever, or I don't want. Plus, who are from the military will say, okay, guys, come on. No,
Zero.
because the commander saying, don't get any piece, I mean, any bottle of water from unknown people. We don't want for anyone would be poisoned. Don't get any batteries or the radios or the other stuff from untrustful person because it could be some GPS model tracker and they will track us or listening us. Don't work with unknown people. Don't work. Forbidden. And build it. I mean, and then like someone is really wants to send something. It's starting taking videos and or like something. It's like it doesn't. It's like so I cannot send people like out without me. From other side, I cannot. Sometimes I cannot stop the moments in here with the documents. I just cannot stop everything here because there is people there. So no, I cannot. So I'm trying to move. I will not. I will stop on that. Sorry for maybe I'm
Yeah.
annoying in here.
No,
But I want Ukraine needs help, and our mechanics, if we touched it, most of them already in army, and almost empty car services staying. And today I've been on the service. He said 95% of the vehicles is the military vehicles, and we are out of people, professional people.
and people, you may be there tonight asking, okay, well, Greg, how are you doing this? 26 years being there, guys. All these commanders are my friends. They know me, and we worked really hard for documents like that.
Slava Ukraini.
We worked really hard for documents like that. You see that stamp on that document? You just can't get that. Well, I'm going to go get a document. You can't. And I wish
Okay.
you could. Regardless, let's be done. It's hard.
Okay, you can get the stamp. You can, but then you need take this. I mean, the contact and the person will say, "Okay, come. I will see you. I will leave my position. I will come to you, and I will get something for you from you." Yes, I mean there is some protocols we don't share. There is some things, some hidden part we never share. And like this is why like I want for people to come to help. And to be honest, it would be so great if some guys would come and say, okay guys, we already, okay, we have one guy, he's he works with engines, he knows the motors, all kind of systems. The other is electronic guy, he can do fix
Slava
everything,
Ukraini.
electronic. The other can say, okay, this mechanic works with the body, he does body works. And then we bought some, I mean, one or two trucks, like for possibility to transport it from the front line somewhere here. And most important, the place is not a problem. The financial finances for it, no, for non-stop for these people, for this project, it would be great. It's like, it's for me, it's like, wow, I would go for that, to be honest. It would be nice and a very practical help in need.
Let's
But
say it this way,
yeah,
and we'll finish.
yeah.
Thank you. We'll do the best we can. Sorry, Paul. We're going to fix that before tomorrow. It's so loaded now. I'll catch it. I don't even know how to reconnect it right now. Yeah, we're good, Paul. I hope the stream went a different way than I wanted.
Slava Ukraini.
We'll do our best. We won't help. Maybe there's something we can do. I'll tell you this, guys. Okay? When I went over for the first time and the war was going on, a security organization in the United States paid for and sent over a personal bodyguard for me who had served 2 tours in the Middle East, Pakistan, a security guy for U.S. Senator. And I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with him. Okay? An American soldier. And we get to Kramatorsk. He's supposed to be there with me 6 weeks. He makes it 3. We get to Kramatorsk, and we're staying in a building where the floor's leaning a little bit because the building had already been hit. And then the cruise missile flies over our head. And he looks at me and goes, I'm leaving. What do you mean you're leaving? You're a professional. This is too close for me. Secondly, while we're there, he's an American. He's looking for biolaboratories. Where are the biolaboratories? And then Zhenya's talking to him and goes, well, who are you supporting here? He goes, I don't support Ukraine or Russia. I'm sent here to protect Greg and to make sure he comes back home alive. I don't really know who I stand for in this war. I'm here for Greg. The missile flew overhead. He got scared. Folks, we had to come back west, put him on a bus to get him out of the country. It killed us. I mean, this is why we're gun shy. The dude was a decorated soldier. Just with that said, we know the needs out there. I just wish Ukraine did more about this, to be honest. Okay, we're going to cover that tomorrow.
Okay, sorry.
We're going to cover everything else tomorrow. I want to try to stay to an hour because everything for today that's left we can cover tomorrow. A lot of guys in here were earlier with Gerdes and Johnny. Rick, thank you for being in here. I need to go to all the chats. Guys, thank you. Camila Matson early on, Sweden. Papa Dutch. I'm tempted to send my old coverall patches from before I change my web handle. Papa Dutch. Bravo, Darian. I think Darian, I was trying to watch, subscribe. Linda S. from Australia, gifted 5 memberships. Dunk on You 23. Once again, thank you for your 20 and your 5 memberships. Papa Dutch, $10. It must always be remembered that the Kremlin is the grand master of the Maskarov. They are pure KGB methodology. Yes, they are. Elaine Crossland, Canadian 20, Slava Ukraini, Geroim Slava, Papa Dutch. You cannot bargain or discuss anything with a known liar and expect to have anything but a bad result. 100% agree. Danny Carver, gifting 5 memberships. Papa Dutch, 20, Heroim Slava, we did it. Yes, we're over 10K. Linda S., Australia, gifting 5 memberships. LWD Farm, our Canadian friend, gifting 5 memberships. Mina Vuk, Greg, please read email sent yesterday along with the donation. I did, and thank you. Paul Gudeberitz gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. Paul is one of our moderators. He's doing a lot of this behind the scenes chat. Papa Dutch, that was wonderful. Danny Carver, 5 memberships. Papa Dutch, how can a place be bought that has a large shop space and living quarters like a barndororium in an area close to Ukraine, but in a friendly NATO country, and Poland's excluded? All things are possible. I don't think you'd have to go to that level if you had a team of people that you knew would come, not run out of the country if a missile is going to go over their head, willing to be killed, and it's possible. How can I settle up near a base in Germany? Means a transport worked out. Once again, it's the same issues. I like following hot rod ideas. Papa Dutch. Leslie B., is Russia bombing power plants because they can't get to where Ukrainians are building weapons and equipment underground, so they want to cut the power? Question for you.
They want to destroy, to bring as much stress to the people and to destroy as much power stations, all kind of manufacturing. They are firing and destroying our grain storages, the huge ones. Why? Because of the biolaboratories there? Not because they are terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
They want to kill people. They want to destroy Ukraine. This is why, from their lying years ago, oh, we do respect sovereignty and the borders of Ukraine. They started from it. Now, with the blaming the NATO bloc countries of the plans to attack Russia, they destroying Ukraine, continue blaming and killing Ukrainians, continue blaming United States and all the countries of NATO in it, and as a fact, continue invading the territories of Ukraine, killing thousands of Ukrainians, and if Ukraine starting to answer, this is what USSR and the Great Britain and United States were doing against of Hitler army, destroying their
oil
refineries.
Yes.
And now we're getting from the one of the biggest said, no, don't do it. It will probably influence on our prices for my lovely, I don't know, the brand. Don't do it. And Ukraine still,
yes,
we still losing our territories. We are out of our, because we requested out of our nuclear weapon. We are out. We were not prepared because we trusted that we will be covered. No, and nobody is interested in protecting democracy or the wish of Ukraine to be out of Russian order, out of Russian power, Russian peace, Russian world. They tried all there, like, I mean, their communistic crazy dreams. We don't want to have it, and the world do not see the reason to supply, at least for Ukrainians would stand again. Yeah, okay, I'm coming to it every time. Sorry.
It's okay. This is where the stream
Yes,
needed to go tonight. I hope it was helpful. Here's the
but
Canty legend at Greg Terry. Thank Zhenya, Rick, and other Ukrainians for staying up until 1 a.m. for me. We forget the time difference and forget these guys give up sleep to inform us. So thank you from Canty. Blonde Bombsheller, so glad Zhenya got that off his chest. Love you, Zhenya. Greg, Lane, and Gracie say, please tell Pete we love him and pray for him. We will. Thank you for that. All I can tell you is, guys, we'll do our best. Ingrid Sutcliffe, $100 super chat for all our future's sake. Germany and U.S. wake up. Lynn S. Canada. These guys are too busy to babysit us. Donate, donate, donate. It's not Adam Rounds, $10 super chat. Thank you for that. It's really not that. I mean, yeah, it is that. But we want maximum help possible. Don't misunderstand us. Paul D, £5 homework task today. Contact your local government representative to renew our calls to close the airspace. Papa Dutch,
okay,
they already did that to Ukraine, and what is good for the goose, good for the gander. Thank you, guys. I think we've caught up with everybody now. Professor
Greg,
Gerdes,
I want to share.
you can say hello to Prof. Gerdes. Thank you. You're welcome.
Hello. I want to share a couple hours before the stream. We were talking with Greg that we see so many, sometimes obstacles and the problems. I said, and it's like the better level, the better challenges. But we stopped on. We have chance, and we want to use this chance to save as much we can, soldiers and civilians, and it's the mission to help stand strong. And for me, I wanted to I was sharing today that it's sometimes it's challenging when you see someone is sending you the message and you don't see the message. You never know what kind of message to expect. The message of the some more friends give our life for Ukraine, and we will not see them. I mean, in this. I mean, in the next round, let's say, or something like that. But this is the challenge, and we're going it. And I want to say big thanks in this moment. Why I'm starting today, because you are those who are saving their lives, because some of you bought the tourniquet, some of you paid for the fuel and we got it there, and some of you bought chest seals and it was used, and I've seen the videos, and I've seen the exactly probably our chest seals we were supplying, because it was the same units, were saving the lives. I've seen those, because these videos cannot be shared on public, and sometimes it's just inside, the soldiers are sharing with each other. And I want to say thank you, all of you, that you share your life with Ukraine, with all the families of those guys who are fighting, because you're rising a chance to survive for their fathers, sons, brothers. So thank you.
John Hoover, Greg and chat. I'm an American volunteer working as a medic and instructor, starting on my 3rd year. Your support is greatly appreciated here. John Hoover, thank you for
Thank you.
training our medics and being an instructor there battling. Brother, Just Keith, you became the star of the show tonight, Keith. I could serve on Zelensky's inner circle. I love to give advice. Haha. Do you know how many times I've said the same thing? If I could just say one thing, it would be we need to organize ourselves a bit for the international help, and it would be overwhelming. But we still will do our best. Guys, thank you. Greg, what do you think, Papa Dutch? The possibility that Ukraine develops a homegrown air defense after access to Western technology that makes Israel air defense look silly. I believe, sir, they have the capability and the ingenuity to make weapon systems that the rest of the world will drool over. They're already doing it with GPS, drones, etc. If we can supply them, the problem now is they don't have time for such ingenuity. We're at a critical place in the war. So as Professor Gerdes was just saying in the chat, contact your representative, do whatever we can do, and we'll make a difference. Now, before we sign out tonight, tomorrow night, in 23 hours at 5 o'clock Eastern, we will start the flag raffle. And I know a couple folks bought tickets already. We will catch them. $10 per ticket. Your name goes in the wheel of magic. It'll spin right in front of you. The winner gets it. The flag that was run on Rick's channel Sunday already been shipped on the way to the UK. So this is the flag from the Zero, and I've got it upside down. Here we go. Fish. The date. What did he? I'm reading it backwards. What did he say, Zhenya? Vorexia?
It says fight, and you will win. Let's say you will conquer. Cause God help you.
And the other gentleman that was with him drew the picture of Shevchenko and autographed it.
Because it was his words. Taras Shevchenko.
Well, tomorrow night on the live stream, I'll either get you in here or Rick or both of you, because we're going to do 2 hours, and you will tell people who Shevchenko it was and why he's so important. So there we go, guys. That'll be from 5 to 7. It'll be on my channel. It will be on Professor Gerdes' channel. I'm going to get guests to pop in and help. Professor Gerdes should be on as well with us, if not for the whole thing, for a part of it. And we're going to get that snatch done. I should have an updated number for the snatch tomorrow night. Additionally, the map will be colored in, and maybe tomorrow night we can get the whole world colored in. Who knows? So thank you guys for all that you do. Bye.
And in the next couple days, a new set of the tires for the off-road vehicle going to the Frontline. Batteries for Motorola radios. One more EcoFlow goes there. Extended range antennas and other stuff. So, and some tools. So all of it goes. So thank you very much.
Cool.
I will share the videos, and we will be towing one burned by separatists collaborants.
I think tomorrow night we'll show that. Yeah. Papa Dutch, welcome to the real world. Thank you. Oh, thank you, John Hoover. Would love that. Thank you. Snake Island Fridge Mac, copy the stamp to raffle off. Sweet. Thank you, brother.
Slava Ukraini.
Appreciated. Niles, thank you for the coffee. I missed it. So here's $5 more. Thank you. No problem, Niles. We're good. We'll catch up with everything. Guys, thank you for all that you do. And Zhenya, as we close out, who bought all those tires and batteries and antennas?
So the name is Community.
Yes.
You guys.
All of you people, thank you very much. All right, getting
Thank
off.
you.
You have a good rest tonight or have a great day. We'll see you in 24 hours with full couple hours hanging out, flag raffling. We're going to do it upright. Be prepared for it in a good way. Be blessed. Slava Ukraini. No.
Героям слава.
Da, no. Мы скажем. I'll start it.
A good
Давай.
night to all.
To all, a good night. Although I could do the Dickie Dawson and if
Like this. To all, a good night.
that's what Dickie Dawson does. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.
Слава Україні!